Hey, look who it is. It's my friend Douglas.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
It's all right. It's all right.
You're in your home away from home. I recognize it well.
I think I spend more time here than I spend anywhere else on the planet, which is kind of sad for me, really. But
You
oh
might
well.
recognize this voice from Rewind 92.5, older days even on Extra, or The Chief, or even older than that. But we've known each other for about 20 years, man, and it's good to see you again.
Yeah. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I hit you up because I've been wanting to do this for you for a while, man. But this is your first Zoom experience. It's your first time in the temple of Zoom, as they say.
It's first time zooming, man. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
So far, so good, man. So I texted you and let you know that we're switching to six.
Yeah, why
Limited
why
six.
now? Why six?
Well, Pain Productions is gonna have a few projects in line. I got Monkey Ball Grove coming. Stay tuned. But this particular
Wait,
project is
you can't just throw that name out and run by
oh, but I must.
it. No, man.
But this one in particular does not have a name, and so I'm brainstorming. These are just the first two. So let me know your immediate reactions to these. You're familiar with the movie The Highlander, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right, but in that there can be only one,
Very true.
and here there are six. So I am flirting with the idea of Highlandish.
Okay.
Highlandish.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I could see that one kind of missed the mark. But this is why it's a brainstorming session.
No,
But my
I
other
don't
one,
hate Highlandish. I think Highlandish is in the realm.
it grows on you. It grows on
It
you.
does.
My other one, and why we're going to six is because I'm thinking of just calling it Bag of Six.
That might be the winner right there.
I think so. So, we got a bag of six going on here. And the topic we chose today are old people that can kick your ass. And we're using the royal you. So anybody listening, these people can kick your ass. It's not just us. They can definitely kick my ass.
Oh, all day, me.
But they can also kick your ass. And before we get started, I happen to have a card here.
Oh,
Oh. We're going to take it back a little bit, my friend.
okay.
Dozens of you might know that Doug and I used to play a little game on afternoons called the Game Show Game.
Game show game!
Game Show Game, my friend.
Yes!
And I happen to have a little Family Feud card here. If you can, oh, that might be copyright infringement. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But we're going to play a quick round to see how you fare at a little game show game. So yes, we used to have people call in. They'd play with us, win fabulous prizes. I have no prizes today.
Sorry.
But I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 answers. So there's 8 answers on the board. Besides a bull, name another animal that would do a lot of damage in a china shop.
Rhinoceros.
That's number 2 answer, 14.
Do I need to do more?
Yeah, man, I got 8 answers on the board. Let's see how you do, sir.
So rhinoceros.
Yes.
Elephant.
Number 1 answer.
Number 1 answer. Hippopotamus.
No.
Bullshit. Hippopotamus would wreck a china shop.
They're very dainty. The little known fact about the hippo.
Just their poo alone would wreck it. It's a prop job out their back end. It would destroy a china shop.
Going people.
Okay, so what have I said so far? I've got rhino,
Yeah.
elephant.
Yeah.
I said another one, right?
No, you got 6 more to go.
Oh, geez, gorilla.
Surprisingly, no.
This is rigged. This is.
I know. It should be called the gorilla in a china shop. That would do more damage than a bull, I think.
Right. Okay.
That's
so
gorilla, for Christ's sakes.
Gorilla, no. Hippo, no. How is that? Wildebeest?
No, and that's your third strike, my friend.
That
But
is.
you did well.
You know what? I say there. Well, I have to hear their other ones because it's clearly just horse crap.
Last answer, horse. That was one of them. Absolutely. Everybody,
Donkey?
I think
Was
people might
donkey
be
in there?
thinking, well, go on.
Was donkey in there?
Goat. Close.
Goat. Put a
Yeah,
goat
that one I
behind
didn't
a woman?
understand. But I think people might be thinking of their own animals. So dog was one, cat was one.
Oh.
They just knocked the plates over, man. You've seen the meme. Just cow.
Okay, I'll give you cow. Although I think that's splitting hairs because a bull.
Yeah. I blame Steve Harvey, to be honest. And the other answer, which I think is pretty brilliant, kangaroo. Kangaroo would wreck shop, literally.
I'm sorry though. Gorilla clearly would whoop the crap out of a china shop.
Yeah.
Hippo, done all day long. All day.
I mean, maybe if it just turned around. Hippos don't move much, do they?
You don't need to. They're huge.
True.
They're just huge, man.
True. All right, so we got, and our baseline for old people that could kick your ass are people over the age of 70.
Yeah, I asked you to push it up because I'm 53 and I didn't want to get too close to my own. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, man.
Couldn't get too close for comfort.
I'm right there behind you, man. So I'm catching up on you.
Shut your hole.
I'm catching up.
Yeah, like a gorilla in a china shop. You're catching up.
So let's open your bag of six and see what you have. I'm trying it out, man. I'm taking it for a walk, dude. Seeing how it plays.
I think that one works so well. I like where you're going with it. Bag of six, absolutely. So do I go? Am I up first?
Guest goes first. Yes, give me your number 6 answer.
All right. So I thought to open the bag of six, I thought I would go with, in my opinion, maybe someone you wouldn't think of immediately, but I think ultimately at the end of the day, you're on the losing end, and that's Ed Asner.
Oh, yeah.
And here's why. He's a fire plug. I don't think he's super cool, but I think he seems like a dude that could take a lot of damage and just look up and be like, "Are you done yet?"
Yes.
And then you're over.
Yes.
He would end you like that. So I think Ed Asner would whoop the daylights out of everybody.
How old did you see how old he actually is right now?
He is 90.
Okay. That might be up there for the oldest one. I have a 90-year-old in the bag, so to speak. It's working on many levels, man. But yes. Plus he's bald. Bald guys always seem to be intimidating, dude.
Yeah.
By choice or by not, it's just like, yeah, it's like I feel like I don't want to hit you above the shoulders, but because your head.
Right. Plus he's squatty and he's punching up all the time. Yes. Punching up. So he's got angles on you that you don't anticipate.
All right. My number 6 pick is a little bit more cerebral.
Oh, okay.
And his name resonates. And so once you hear it, anybody named this is gonna kick some ass.
Okay.
So my number 6 pick is Dick Wolf. 73 years old, the creator of anytime you've ever seen a Law and Order, my man Dick Wolf has had his hands in it. So we're talking Criminal Intent, we're talking Special Victims, we're talking anything Chicago related, talking Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago, grocery shopping. Like Dick Wolf has created it, and he knows how they all think.
Is he the genius behind Cop Rock, or was that someone else?
Cop Rock is an amazing vehicle, and we will not besmirch it on Bag of Six, sir.
I'm not besmirching anything. I'm asking, was Dick Wolf the genius behind Cop Rock? Because he's behind so many other awesome things.
I'm not 100% sure, but I wouldn't put it past him, man.
I'm going to put him in there just for kicks.
Plus, His name is Dick Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you're gonna get your ass kicked by a guy named Dick Wolf.
Exactly. It'd be like, oh, hey, man, you want to get into some shit? I'm gonna go talk to my friend Dick Wolf, and we'll be right back. And they, no, man, here, yeah, have a round on me.
Have a round on me. I like it.
Plus, if you look at him, he does kind of look like a Sopranos extra. I actually had not seen Dick Wolf until today, but he kind of looks like, he's hanging out with, Syl and Big Pussy. Like, he's just kind of, he's eating gabagool and taking names. So,
and his name's Dick Wolf. So Dick Wolf with a face of gabagool, he's coming to get you.
One-handed. So that's my number 6.
All right. My number 5, and mine are in no order of like importance. They're just randomly shuffled in order. Just so you know.
All right.
But my number 5 may surprise you, may not. Now I'm an old school guy. Go back. I'm older than you, clearly. Go back watching some TV, and I thought, you know what? This one may shock you because I think Loni Anderson could kick your ass. I think Loni Anderson, and here's one of my main reasons why.
Sell me.
Number one, she's gorgeous. She's going to take you off guard. Number 2, she grew up being gorgeous in a pretty shitty time to be a pretty woman. She probably put up with a lot of stuff. And she was around Burt Reynolds. I'm guessing she knows how to handle herself. Now, she might not take you face to face, but if you go toe to toe with her, eventually you're going down. You might think you're walking away from a fight. I think she gets you anyway.
Give me something other than KRP that she's been in. I'm having a hard time picturing her in action.
And see, that's the beauty of it. You don't, if that's all you think.
She lulls you to sleep.
That's what I'm saying. She's gorgeous. You're not going to anticipate it happening. You think I could get away with anything. You can't. She'll probably verbally cut you to shreds. And then you'll be standing there verbally emasculated and wondering what happened. And then the next thing you know, whack, whack, boom, you're on the ground. Done. I just think she's got it in her. I do.
You sold me on Burt Reynolds because if Burt Reynolds was still alive, he'd be number 1 on my list. And so if she can handle that man and outlast him, then yes, she's definitely worthy.
That's what I'm saying. You're welcome.
All right. My number 5 is a man that if you're ever playing one of those 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon type games, he's a good one to have in fold because he's been in so many movies. Tons of action movies. He has more tattoos than probably available skin. I'm talking about my man Machete, Desperado. Danny Trejo is 76-year-old, and he would whoop your ass.
See, I didn't think he was that old.
Right?
I knew he was pushing. I thought he was still in his 60s. Man.
He looks amazing still, man, but 76 years old, Danny Trejo would just house me. Just make like a puddle of pudding out of my whole carcass, dude. It would not even be funny.
That's almost too easy. That Danny Trejo's almost. He's got experience doing it.
Yeah, I think he served actual time. I think he was like an actual badass before an actor.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, these are just famous people. I'm not saying I haven't stacked the deck a little bit. I'm talking about.
Kind of makes my Loni Anderson look a bit like a booger, but okay. I might have to do some tweaking as we move on. Just saying.
He's 76 years old, man. Dude doesn't look a day over 50, in my opinion, man. The dude.
I didn't even think of looking him up because I didn't think he was close. I really didn't. Didn't think he was close.
Plus, I want to say he was like always been 50. He's one of those dudes that like, even when he was 23, he looked 50, and now at 76, he still looks 50. Like there's just a lot of miles on that skin, and this is just how it is, man.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Trejo, man. That dude would take us both at the same time.
Yeah, he would. Shit, are you kidding me?
Yes.
Man. All right. Well, moving. What are we on? This is number 4. Number 4. All right. For my number 4, I had to go with a classic. I had to go with a guy who's been places and he's played some characters that I think has helped him get the mindset. And in real life, he was a beef house. Sean Connery.
Oh yeah.
Sean Connery. I mean, James Bond. Plus, go back to your Highlander.
I was about to say, he's Highlandish, man.
Yeah, yes, Highlandish, because he wasn't the only one, but he was in, I think, the last 6. I think so.
But yeah, man,
yeah.
The Rock. He was like, people thought he was like old Ben, and he was a badass. The dude's rocks the salt and pepper like nobody's business. So not only will he kick your ass, he'll look beautiful doing it.
Yeah. Plus, I think before he was Bond, he was like Mr. Olympia or something of that noise. He was a bodybuilder. He was like getting bodybuilder cred. Dude was stacked.
He was like in the old days, man, like you were kind of swole without being shredded. Like nobody was into the glamour muscles back then.
Yeah.
He was just like meaty, man. Like, like a raw silly putty, just molded just right.
Just whapped out on the ground and just came out.
Yeah. You knew not to fuck with that.
No.
Definitely not.
Like I said, dude was thick, man. And he has the skills. I think Sean Connery's, I think he was my ace in the hole, that guy. Kind of like your Machete. He was my Machete. He was my ace in the hole. So.
And he rocked like a play suit, like a onesie in one of the Bond movies, and nobody would think about, I think it was light blue. I might have to post that picture on our Facebook page after, but it was like,
please do.
A light blue, like terry cloth onesie, and it was gorgeous, and nobody thought to say otherwise, man. No. Sean Connery.
Yeah. Plus, he made it look good.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm whittling it down, and I'm on my number 4 pick.
Did I poach one of yours?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
All right.
But I thought you were gonna, and you still might. So I do have some alternates here.
Okay.
But when this man was 46 years old, on national television, he whipped the shit out of a little 26-year-old baseball player. And I know my fellow Sox fans, including Tim, former guest here, who's, I'm betting you're listening, but this is part of the reason why I picked it up. Nolan Ryan. Ryan, Texas strong, from the Houston Astros to Texas Rangers. He hit Robin Ventura with the pitch in, I believe, 93, because he is 73 now. But he was 20 years his senior. Robin Ventura dared to charge the mound and caught a fistful, man. Like, he did not know what was coming. That old man put him down. And he still would to this day, man. Like, at 73, I'm not getting anywhere near Nolan Ryan with a bag of glitter, man, because it would be over with.
With a bag of glitter.
Because glitter gets everywhere, man. Everybody's pissed off with glitter. So even if you're holding a bag of glitter, Nolan Ryan's going to tell you to get the hell out of his way.
Yeah, he will. Rightfully so.
And plus, his last name was Ryan. So when I was a kid, like, he was like one of those baseball players I always looked up to anyway. I had like the jersey because it said Ryan on the back. They put the last names on there, but I was a kid, man. It was just like, oh, there's a Ryan out there, So, and it was the old like Technicolor Houston, like they drew the short straws and had orange and brown and yellow as like their colors. So it looked gross, but it said Ryan on it, so I was about it, man.
It looked gross, but
see, you gotta get hard wearing a jersey like that, man.
Yeah, you do.
Nolan Ryan did. Texas strong.
Texas strong. All right. Well, my number 3, you might debate this one a little bit, and you'll find out why real quickly. My number 3 is my deceased Grandpa Needhammer, and here's why. All I remember, this guy never said he was he's a old farm strong dude. And he didn't talk a lot, but when he did, listened. I have a very distinct memory. I was little, I don't know. I was in my 10s, something like that. I was young. And he was staying with us. And we go out back. We're busting up concrete for some reason. I don't know why, but we were. And he gives me this sledge, this not a big sledge, but a mini sledge. And he's like, break that up. I'm like, all right. I'm wailing on it. Of course, nothing. And he just goes, give me that. And with one hand, old man just goes, kaboom, shatters everywhere. And I still, even though he has passed, I think if he were to rise up to this day, just the look from that man would stop you in your tracks enough to not even fight him. And then if you did tangle, you're losing.
I'm still dazed by the fact you glossed over that you called him Meat Hammer, man. Can I get a little backstory on this, please?
His name is actually Neat Hammer. Last name is Neat, not Meat. Not Meat Hammer. My grandpa Meat Hammer. That's his God-given last name, Meat Hammer.
I was picturing one of those tools in my kitchen. I'm like, well, shit, half this dude spikes and the other half is flat. And he's just a meat hammer, man. Like, okay.
Well, oddly enough, that's kind of how I imagine him being, like especially in the afterworld. He's just spiky, and the other side is just hard and flat. So you ain't gonna mess with this guy.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
So, and I know I'm stretching the rules because he is deceased, but even so, I wouldn't tangle.
You don't even want to get scrap with the legend.
No. I'm a little scared just bringing up his name now in this context.
Exactly.
I don't need that voodoo on me now. I don't need that.
You better walk it back.
Don't you bring that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I don't need that.
All right, man. I feel like the gauntlet was thrown when you dropped a 9-year-old on me.
Dude, it's an answer. I'm sorry.
I'm going to dig into my bag of 6 here, and I'm going to hit you with Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're talking a man that's been to space.
Yeah.
What kind of physical condition you need to be in to do that? And again, I feel I need to share a bunch of pics and links, but he still mixes it up. There's a viral video out there of like someone coming to mess with them. And I believe it's in front of a hotel or a restaurant and not playing, dude. Buzz.
No.
His name's Buzz, too. We're talking Meat Hammer, Buzz, Trejo, Nolan. Like, these are all, these are some badass names, dude. They don't name people like this anymore.
No.
And even though it's not his birth name, probably, is it? I don't know. But he's 90 years old. Yes. And he would still whoop my ass, man.
Yeah. I want to say, was it at a press conference or some noise where someone was giving him grief about it had something to do with the fake, they said the moon landing was fake and he just decked him? Isn't that what it was?
You don't say shit about that, but
No, not to a dude that's been there.
Yeah.
No. Fake. Show you fake.
He will stomp you on the exact boots that were just walking on moon rocks 60 years ago.
Right. Your flesh and moon dust will mix as he tromps on you.
That's my 90-year-old, and again, would kick my ass.
I like it. All right, now I have already pivoted a little bit because, well, you'll see by my next. I was like, I don't really have a backup to replace this with, so I'm just going with it anyway. Because, and again, this kind of like your Dick Wolf, kind of cerebral. And I'm not saying that pound for pound, toe to toe, this person is tougher than you. Well, although I think internally, I think grit wise, tougher. And I think eventually, at the end of the day, you'll end up on the bad end of the stick. And like it or not, Angela Lansbury, I think, is going to whoop your ass. Dude, Burt, how many murders did she figure out? She knows how to kill a dude. That's all I'm saying. She knows how to kill a guy. And she's been around.
She has.
Been around. What is she? She's 94. 94. And she's another one who looked like she was 50 when she was probably 20. She's looked 94 forever.
Yeah. She was just habitually just Angela Lansbury. Like,
Right.
I think like she's just always been that mold. It's like the meme, again, someone that could have been considered if he hadn't recently passed away, Wilford Brimley, where everybody makes the joke, they're like, Tom Cruise is older now than Wilford Brimley when he was in Cocoon, whatever.
Yeah.
Because Wilford Brimley always looked like just a bag of oatmeal and a beard. But
that stash that you knew was going to kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Wilford Brimley craps toddlers. That's what Wilford Brimley did, man. Like that dude, shoulder wide, just he could take up a space. Yep. Angela Lansbury is a fetching young woman, but she did always look Angela Lansbury, man.
Yeah.
She didn't play though, man. I watched a few Murder, She Wrote in my time.
That's what I'm saying. And I get the feeling that if you tried to step to Angela Lansbury, before you were within punching distance, you'd be dead somehow. Somehow you would be dead. There'd be some trap, some trick, some weird machinations going on, and you wouldn't make it. You just wouldn't make it to her. I think she's taking you out. That's all I'm saying.
I'm picturing her with breast nugs. I'm thinking she's coming packing. I didn't say that'd be a fair fight. I just said she could kick your ass.
Exactly. But I see, yeah, if she does get you, I think you get knitting needles right in the scrote and you're done. That's what I think.
You are definitely done after something like that. Ooh.
That's my number 2.
Oh man. So all right. So
isn't it?
We got 2 picks left and 4 names to go. All right.
Okay. All right.
I got a 71-year-old badass over here who has gone by the name Foxy Brown and Jackie Brown.
Yep.
And many others I can't think of off the top of my head. I want to say I got confused because of Foxy Cleopatra because of Goldmember. Right. That's in my head. But Pam Grier.
Oh, yeah.
We'll stomp a mud hole in you, man.
Like, without a doubt.
For looking at her sideways, my friend. That is a bad woman and looks damn fine doing it, if I do say so myself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
She was, other than Danny Trejo. Other than Danny Trejo, she was one of the first ones I thought of when it came up. And I was surprised to see she was over 70, but I had to Google her first because I was like, first thing I'm doing is Pam Grier and Danny Trejo and Dick Wolf. No, but Pam Grier, bad woman. And again, I think a lot of people were reintroduced to her when Jackie Brown came out, or introduced to her for the first time, actually. Yeah, I know I was. It was like mid-90s. I was just not into movies. I mean, I was into movies, but we didn't have the technology then that we have now. So you couldn't just Google any movie in the entire world and get to watch it at a given moment, kids.
Right. You're at the mercy of Blockbuster.
Right. So all these old school movies weren't available you'd have to go on campus to That's for Entertainment or find somebody that might, or catch it late night on a random TBS joint or something. But she hit that strut in that movie, and I was like, oh man, this girl's banging and tough and she can handle a gun. And I was like, oh man, Jackie Brown. And everybody was kind of like, oh man, you realize she's like an action star back in the 70s. And I had no idea, man. So I did my homework, caught up on some old movies, and yeah, homegirl cooks, and she could kick your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was a nice reintroduction to her and a nice way for people to rediscover the fact that how awesome she really is. They saw that. And they thought, oh, who, like you said, who's this mysterious woman coming out of nowhere? Well, she didn't come out of nowhere. She's got a hell of a track record. That has a hell of a pull. I'm a little jealous I didn't think about it.
because it wasn't a remake. It was like an homage, you know, it wasn't like making one of her old movies and then doing it again, like trying to pull one of those, I'm too old for that shit, like, you know, same character, but we're doing it one more time. No, man, it was like a reimagined movie, but she was the heroine and she came out victorious.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, 30-year-old movie, but but you know, she's a badass. She can kick me, you, his ass too. So yeah, that's my number. There's a dude over here, man. You know, I got a live studio audience, man. You know, they're just quiet.
His ass is getting kicked.
Oh, is Tim over there?
Just saying. Not anymore. Not after that.
Right.
Not after that. Now, this is where I feel a little weird because I realized I ordered my list wrong.
Okay.
Like I led with Ed Asner, and he probably should have been my closer. You know, but I wasn't thinking in that way. I was just putting them in the order that I kind of was thinking of stuff. And then this guy, I'm a little, should I pivot? I've got 3 people left on my list that could fill that last slot. And you know what? I'm not. I'll tell you who I was going to put in there afterwards, but I think we're talking, this time we're going 88.
Oh.
88 years old. She's 88 years old. She's put in some miles on the road. She's got some talent. She's got some fire. She's small. She's 5'2", but she's been there. And I think because of all her experience and life experience of playing bars and doing dive bars and being on the road and doing country music, I think Loretta Lynn kicks your ass any day of the week.
Okay. I thought you were going Dolly Parton there for a second, man.
No, I think Loretta Lynn's more likely to El Kabong with her guitar than Dolly is, quite frankly.
She's grimy, man. She's a coal miner's daughter, isn't she?
That's what I'm saying. She's got real life grit experience, and I think she takes it. And like I said, El Kabong like that.
I don't like to talk too much shit about modern country, but modern country is kind of shit. And back then, man, it was actually built on real experience and hard ass shit. It wasn't just the fact that you had to take your truck down to the riverbed and pop some White Claws or whatever you guys do now. But the days, like I said, coal miner's daughter, man, that was hard living. It was like akin to the blues. Like they were singing about some hard shit back then. It wasn't upbeat.
No.
And that's kind of why it started.
You know, she did those back road tours. You know, she was playing little bitty dive bars and big drunk idiot cowboy hicks were trying to grope on her. And you know, she said, nope, whap, whap, done.
They used to have chicken wire over stages where country bands played, you know? I mean,
exactly.
Because you'd only get wet instead of glass sharded. Not sharded, glass.
I know shard. That would make me. I grimaced just a little bit when I misheard that for a second, but everything's better now. But yeah,
if you have a glass shard, check that out. By the way, go see your doctor if you have a glass shard.
Immediately. Yeah. So Loretta Lynn, she's my final pick.
That's inspired, man. I honestly didn't come up on my list, and I'm a little disappointed on that one myself. So I have 3 members left. But I feel since I have you with me today, I should pick one over the other. And I'm a little surprised, actually, you didn't go in this well. For my number 1 pick, the 75-year-old Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
That's good shit, brother.
Will kick your ass.
Yeah, he will.
The Captain Ruthless Aggression himself. One of the most ridiculous yet coolest walks ever in history. With it's parody, but it's still a little bit fearsome. He's made and broke more men than anybody in entertainment and muscle-bound history. He has crushed his competition. He's ruthless. Vincent Kennedy McMahon is my number one. Will kick your ass, man.
I mean, any guy that can blow out both quads on live TV and still finish the bit in the ring, sitting on his ass, he's going to kill you. Dude's going to kill you. Blew out both quads, ripped them both right there. National TV, boom, ripped, done.
Right.
Going to the ring. Crazy.
Exactly. You're lucky just to get your ass kicked by Vince McMahon. You
Yeah.
still have your throat intact. Like you still have most of your bones left in your body. Like that man will end it.
I am a little ashamed I didn't think of it. And I think part of it was I think about wrestling so much, I tried to like shunt that part of my brain off to think about this. Because I probably could have come up with 7 wrestlers over 70 that could eat your lunch and then, spit it right into your bung. So I didn't even bother. But yeah, if you're going to though, VKM, he will do it. He'll mess you up.
I kind of looked at a few. I had like Terry Funk. I had a couple that I was kind of thinking of, but I'm like, it's like the Don. It's like picking, the king or like, a president that doesn't suck. It's Vincent K. McMahon. Like the dude is just above all. I mean, and from early on, I mean, I was shocked the first time he hit the ring and took his shirt off. And I was like, he's jacked, man. I didn't like and then, yeah, man, I was shocked because, like, he was like a ref and a sideline announcer when I was, like, younger. And then all of a sudden he's out there and I'm like, oh, man, they're really going to have him fight? And then beefy, man.
Yeah. Not only would he physically kick your ass, then he would turn around and financially destroy you just because he could.
Yes. Make it hurt a little bit more by just making you penniless while you nurse your wounds.
Exactly. That's the kind of guy Vincent Kennedy McMahon is. He would do that. He would totally. That is a hell of a number one.
Thank you, sir.
I had to, sir. That is amazing.
So you said you had a couple other. Do you have any honorable mentions?
I did. I was thinking of, and I passed on her because I thought she was too close to my Loni Anderson pick, and I was going to pick Raquel Welch for basically the same reasons.
Yeah.
And then I had, because of just sheer wealth of experience in the acting realm, he has to have picked up a little something that could devastate you, and that's Christopher Plummer. Dude's done everything, man.
Yeah.
Done everything. 90 years old. Yeah.
He's got one of those hard looks, dude, where it's just like he's seen like a man get skinned or something. Not in a movie, but just like just like a night in New Orleans. Like Christopher Plummer's seen some shit, man.
Yeah, exactly. And that's so I did a slight pivot. He was going to be my final choice, but I thought Loretta Lynn kind of earned that slot. So
plus, I think I could take Sophia Loren. I might have brushed me back on
that. No, Loretta Lynn. I didn't say Sophia Loren. Did I say? I didn't mean to.
She was in your honorable mentions. She didn't make the cut.
You mean Raquel Welch?
Sorry. Yes. I can take both of them.
Oh, yeah. Sophia Loren, without a doubt. She's like 94, and no, she's twigged in, and no, she'll snap like that. And that's why I took Raquel out. You know why? She didn't have the oh, God. She didn't have the Loni Anderson experience with Burt Reynolds. She didn't have the Burt Reynolds experience. Or maybe she did. Man, I don't know. Burt got around, dude, so maybe she did.
That might be also a short list of names for this show is the Burt Reynolds experience. I'm kind of liking it. I might have to just go mustache, though. I'm thinking about it anyway, but if I just went mustache, nah, I don't think so. I also had, of course, it was tough to leave him off, but Sam L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Irie, 71. He is the bad motherfucker. I mean, it says so on his wallet.
Plus, he just taught everyone to swear in 15 different languages.
Right. He fought snakes on a plane. I mean.
Yes, he did, with a purple lightsaber.
Also, another Dick, not Dick Wolf. But if you grow up with the name Dick Buttkiss, you're
Oh,
gonna knock some people clean out of their shoes, man.
yeah,
And so it was rough not to, as an Illinois resident here in Champaign, his statue reigns on 4th Street. It felt a little wrong not to mention him. So
right.
he's in my honorable mentions list. And then Jane Fonda, Hanoi Jane. I thought
I
about
thought
it.
of Jane Fonda.
I remember, a movie starring one of your favorite actors, Ben Stiller, Flirting with Disaster, has
And
her.
if she survived a movie with Ben Stiller, she'd whoop anybody's ass. F that guy. You know what? Everybody on our list should kick the shit out of Ben Stiller because screw that guy.
Why do
He's
you
awful.
hate Ben? I still never know why you hate Ben. I was gonna swerve on you and say top 6 Ben Stiller movies, but
There are
I would
none.
not do that.
It doesn't matter. There are none. There are no top Ben Stiller movies.
Why do you hate him so much?
Maybe Mystery Men. Other than that, no.
Why do you hate him so much, Doug?
He's terrible. He's just terrible. He's a one-trick pony, and that trick is bad. It's just not good.
Heavyweights, fantastic movie. Flirting with Disaster, though,
Never saw it, but he's in it.
it did have a Jane Fonda, and she's still like, when I think of Vince McMahon, like I saw Jane Fonda in an advanced age, and she was still wearing a brassiere, so I'm not trying to be offensive here, but she took her shirt off for the bit in the movie, and like 6-pack, and she was like pushing 60, man. Like, she is fit, as the Brits say.
Yeah. Is that who says that?
They love the word fit, man. I learned that from, there's a show called The In-Betweeners, man. It's always, that's where I learned a lot of my British slang, and it was always, this girl's so fit, your mom's fit, everybody's fit. That's like their way of saying hot.
Okay, fair enough.
Jane Fonda.
She was on my initial list of folks, but I don't know. I passed on her. I don't know. But she makes an honorable mention. That's a good honorable mention. Yeah,
man. All right, buddy. Well, thanks for coming into my bag of 6, Doug.
Man,
I appreciate it.
Anytime I can come into your bag of 6, I am happy to do so. Happy to do so.
All right, bud.